Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Carrye Brown, and I am a grandmother through marriage. We have one grandson, and he loves my holiday meals. But I want you to know that I do this because of two very special ladies. My mother, in honor of the memory of my mother, Willie Mae Burley, and my mother-in-law, Frances Elizabeth Brown. They were fantastic cooks who held the family together, especially during holidays, with their fabulous meals. I have lots of recipes given to me from my mother over the last 34 years of my marriage, and I have my mother-in-law's teapot just to keep me going. So today I'm going to prepare two favorite dishes. One is a oven-fried chicken that I'm going to get out of the refrigerator. I've already started to season it with just a little bit of salt and pepper. I keep my chicken in the refrigerator because it helps to kind of hold the seasonings on a little bit better. So I turn it. And you notice I'm not using a great deal of salt. Salt is not the star anymore. It's sort of a co-star, not the star, because we have lots of different spices that I'm going to use. Now I use that in honor of my African heritage and the wonderful class that I teach, A Taste of African Heritage, that tracks the foods, and especially the healthy traditional foods that Africans, wherever they traveled, especially enslaved Africans, wherever they traveled, what they ate and what helped to sustain them. So I've got lots of spices that I'm going to use, and I've got lots of plants that are the center stage. Meat is not the center stage here. So I've got my chicken, I've got it seasoned, and then I have some whole wheat flour, but I've seasoned my whole wheat flour with garlic and a little bit of an allspice that does not have salt in it. So you're getting a burst of flavors. You're getting the salt and pepper directly on the chicken, and then it's going to be coated with a seasoned whole grain flour. There again, we're trying to make our food as healthy as possible. So I just put it in and I coat it up really well. I'm coating and I use wingettes. So I don't use the whole chicken. My family, especially my grandson, loves my wingettes. And I oven fry it. I oven fry it because I'm trying to cut down on the amount of oil that I use, and I don't want to fry it. So now I got it highly seasoned. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands a little bit, and I'm going to get some olive oil. That's what I use instead of lard or animal fat. It gives it a good flavor, but it's also healthier for you. So I'm going to get that, and I'm going to oil my pan. The bottom of my pan, and I have a favorite pan. You have one too, I'm sure, that you use. So I'm going to just oil the bottom of my pan, not with too much, but just so that it's covered with olive oil. Turn my oven on to 450 because it's going to have the feeling of being fried. It's going to be cooked in the oven at a high temperature. It'll give it that fried consistency, but it's really not fried. So I turn it on. Now I like to kind of heat up my oil just a little bit. I like to put my chicken in sort of a warm pan, so I heat it up. just a little bit. Okay. I get it heated up. You can see I've got the bottom of my pan oiled. And of course I have a lot more chicken, but for this demonstration I didn't cook as much. And I just place it in. You can kind of see that it's bubbling up a bit. I'll put it in my oven on 450, cooking it for about 20 minutes on both sides. And I put my pan at the lowest point in the oven. Let it cook for 20 minutes on both sides, watching it, making sure it comes out the brown consistency that you want. And voila! This is how my oven fried chicken looks when it's finished. I take it out, and because I'm so concerned about reducing the amount of oil that I use, I actually place my oven fried chicken in a pan with paper towel, so that paper towel soaks up as much oil as possible. And sometimes, a lot of the times, my family likes to eat this with a barbecue sauce on the side or some sort of bone-sucking sauce. And that forms the basis of our meat that we have. We don't tend to like a big turkey. We're kind of getting away from that. We might have a ham, but it's a ham that has reduced or limited sodium content, because we're trying to be, again, as healthy as we can, honoring the traditions of our forefathers and mothers. So there's my oven fried chicken. Now, to go along with this oven fried chicken, I do a stir-fried green bean. It's simple and it's crispy. It has a nice flavor.